The quotient of two rational expressions is to divide by a rational expression, which means we are going to multiply by the reciprocal, then factor, and if possible, simplify. So here we have a rational expression divided by another rational expression. We will first multiply by the reciprocal, so we'll leave the x plus 1 over x minus 2, change our division into multiplication by the reciprocal, which means the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. And while we're at it, we're also going to factor. So this quantity is going down. In this binomial, there's a common 2. Factoring out a 2 leaves an x plus 1. If we do a quick distributive, we can see we have an equivalent expression. The denominator, when we take the reciprocal of this fraction, becomes the numerator. And instead of writing it in its original form, I'm going to write it as factored form, taking out the largest common factor, which appears to be a 3y, leaving x minus 2, and a quick distributive verifies that we have our original. Now what we have is a multiplication of rational expressions, and anytime we can simplify by canceling out common factors, we'll do so. Here we have the factor of x plus 1 over x plus 1, which cancels out. And we also have the binomial x minus 2 in the numerator as well as the denominator. They cancel out. 3 and 2 do not have anything common, and there is only the y in the numerator. So our final simplified answer will be 3y over 2. Here we have another quotient of two rational expressions, in other words, division. We're dividing by this polynomial, which it's understood to have a denominator of 1. This will turn into a multiplication by taking the reciprocal of this second rational expression. So as we rewrite the problem, I'm going to factor in anticipation of multiplying and then simplifying. So in the numerator, x squared came from x being the first term in each binomial. Factors of 2, both signs are the same, both negative, that add up to be 3, are 1 and 2. In the denominator, factors of x squared, first terms must be an x. Factors of 3, both being negative, that add up to be 4, are negative 1 and negative 3. Division, we invert and multiply, or multiply by the reciprocal. So the 1 will go to the numerator, and this trinomial will go to the denominator, but rather than rewriting it, I'm going to express it in its factored form. X squared came from first terms of the binomial being x. Negative 10 are the factors of the last two terms, but we need them to add up to be a positive 3, which means we'll need a positive 5 and a negative 2. Now we're multiplying our numerators and multiplying our denominators, but rather than that, we'll cancel out common factors in an attempt to simplify this. And here we have the same binomial over itself, which has a value of 1, and we also have the factor of x minus 2 over itself, which is equal to 1, leaving 1 in the numerator, and in the denominator we have the factors of x minus 3 times x plus 5, and we will leave this in this form because oftentimes problems require factored form. So we don't need to multiply this back together. This is in simplified form.